Hi everyone. We all have faced a situation where we feel that we want to do something, we want to try out something, but there is this inner voice that stops us from taking that step forward. There is this inner voice that stops us and tells us not to take that step. And that voice, that inner voice, is fear. So to be able to overcome that fear, what is it that we need to do? To understand that, let's look at what are the types of fear. The first type of fear is when you start with the process, when you're just about to start and do something, when you have to take that decision or step forward to start something. For example, you are scared to make that investment because you don't know whether that investment will be right or wrong. Or you are scared to quit your job and start your business because you don't know whether that decision is going to be right or wrong. So whenever you start with something, the first expectation you have is you need surety. So that is the expectation. You always need certainty or surety. The second one you need is assurance. I would say assurance. That's the expectation. And this is when you start something. So this is because you have this fear of losing out something that you already have now. So if you want to quit your job and start a business, you have this fear of losing out on that financial money, that financial income every month, that stable income that you have every month. So you fear that. Or if you have to make an investment, you have this fear that you will lose out on that money. So if you closely observe, the fear is the fear of irreversibility. So irreversibility. This is the fear that you have. Where you think that there is no point of return. If I take that decision, there is no point of return. You cannot reverse the effects. So simple. If you have to overcome this, you need to have hope. You need to understand that nobody can give you assurance and surety and certainty. Certainty, assurance, all these words, they are something that nobody can give you. You have to take that step. You have to understand that there's never something called as no point of return. There is never something called as irreversibility. Because there is always a tomorrow. There is always a way forward. So let's say if you take that first step and let's say worst come worst, what's the worst that will happen? You will not lose your life. But what's the worst that can happen? Your decision can go wrong. But there is always the next day. There is always a way forward. So if you are in this situation where a decision that you took went wrong, then ask yourself, what's the next best move? This is what you need. Solution. What's the next best move? What's the next best thing that I can plan, that I can do? What's the next best thing that I can do today, now, that can take me a step forward to come out of that situation, to come out of a negative situation if it happens. So there is nothing called as irreversibility. If there is a tomorrow, this simply means that you can always move forward and move ahead in life. So that's the first fear. The second fear is when you are in the process. So I would say this is the first fear. The second one is when you are in the process. Let's say you quit your job and you've started your business. Or let's say you've raised your hand for a tough, challenging project. Now you are in the process. Now what's the fear? The fear is fear of overwhelm. You don't know what to do, how to do. You have no guidance. You are stuck, or you have so many interdependencies. Now you are in the water. Now you're understanding the depth of the water. There is fear of responsibility. You're scared. There's so many things. No guidance. You have to find out your own way. So, the thoughts that will come in your mind are, what if I take this step? What if I do this? People will laugh at me. What if I make or take this decision? It will not go the way I want. So, in this situation, there is fear of rejection. There is fear of rejection. This is the fear. This is the fear. This is the fear that you have. So, if I raise my hand for a tough, challenging project at work and I get that responsibility, now I will have to figure out things. And what if I say, if I speak up, people will laugh at me. There is this fear of social embarrassment. What if they reject my idea? There is fear of rejection. What if I start my business and I sell my products? People will reject my services and product. They will not buy from me. So when you're in the process, there is this fear of rejection. So how do you overcome this fear? Whenever you have this fear, whenever you're in this process, now think of, what can I do? What are the skills that I can hone so that I'm able to manage this? So the solution is, you have to be accountable and responsible. So this is the solution. You have to be accountable and responsible. When you are responsible and accountable, then you will start thinking, if my product is not liked by my customers, what is it that I can do so that they buy from me, they buy my services? What additional can I do? What skills do I need to hone? How can I market myself better? If at work, if I raise my hand for a tough project and now when I'm coordinating with different teams and departments, I'm finding it difficult. What skills should I hone so that I'm able to better manage different people? Whom do I speak to? Whom do I connect with? Whom can I learn from and get and hone those skills? So now you're becoming responsible, because ultimately the only fear at this point in time you have is the fear of rejection. And the third fear is the outcome. The third fear is outcome fear. When now you think that despite of facing all these fears, what if the decision that I took or that I take does not come out to be the way I expected it to be? That's the fear. That's the fear that is stopping you from taking actions. So fear of outcome. Now, at this point in time, the thoughts that will come to your mind, or what is it that will stop you, is regret. You have this fear of regret. So when you're in the third stage, outcome stage, you fear regret. What if I take this decision and I will regret it later? What if I quit my job to start my business and it does not give me the results the way I want? I will regret it later. What if I raise my hand for a tough, challenging project at work and it does not turn out to be the way I want? I probably am not able to come up to, or my learning curve, I'm not able to come up to the or meet the expectations of my stakeholders. What if I regret my decision? So there is fear of regret. So how do you handle this? Well, the solution is reverse. Reverse the script. Reverse the script that goes in your mind. So instead of thinking of negative effect of regret, think of the positive effects of regret. Think of, if I don't raise my hand for this challenging project, what will I lose? I will lose the opportunity. I will lose the opportunity to be visible at work. I will lose the opportunity to learn. I lose the opportunity to step up. I lose the opportunity to advance in my career. Similarly, what if I don't quit my job and don't start my own business? There is always a point of return. There's always hope. But what if I do not take that step? I will always regret that there is so much that I could do. There is so much that I could have done beyond I could have really tried out something that I always wanted to. But I stopped myself just because of the fear of regret. So reverse the script and think of, what will you lose out on if you do not try that? Try out something. So again, if you actually now think of everything, you have primarily three types of fear. Irreversibility, the fear of irreversibility, where you feel there is no point of return. Always think you can always plan the next best move. Second, you have this fear of rejection. What will others think? What will others say? Whether will people believe in me? Will my family believe in me? Will they reject me? Will my customers reject me? Will my office peers, colleagues, business stakeholders, they will reject me? So then, in that case, take complete responsibility and accountability of your own situation, and you will figure out a way. And third, regret. What will happen if the outcome is not as I expected it to be? The solution is reverse that script. What will happen if you do not try it? You all have faced your fears in the past. Think of all those situations in life where you have faced your fears in the past. Whether it was riding the bicycle, facing the fear of learning to drive a car, speaking up in a public gathering, speaking up in a meeting, wherever, you would have faced your fears in the past. And what is a success ratio? Maybe you would have failed, but look at the success ratio. Maybe you would have failed once or twice, but there are multiple or umpteen number of times where you would have actually faced your fears and moved forward. So you are stopping yourself from taking that step forward because of one or two failures, but overlooking the success, so many successful attempts. You're overlooking those attempts. I hope you understand that this fear is nothing but those voices, those imaginative voices that is stopping you from taking that step forward. So next time you have these voices coming into in your mind, in your head, just think and categorize it. Where does these voices fit in? Which category? Is it the start of the process? Is it in the middle of the process? Or is it in the outcome? What phase are you in? And look at the solution. I hope you like this video, and if you do like, don't forget to comment in the comment section below.